Welcome to Chanel the latest. Russian forces mostly targeted the region around the Ukrainian capital in a nighttime drone attack lasting around 3 hours, officials said, with Ukrainian air defenses shooting down about a dozen of them. The attack was part of a wider bombardment of Ukrainian regions that extended as far as the Lviv region in the west of the country, near Poland. The Shahed drones made it all the way to Lviv because of the inability of air defense assets to cover such a broad area, Ukrainian Air Force spokesman Yuri Inat said. Air defense systems are mostly dedicated to protecting major cities, key infrastructure facilities, including nuclear power plants, and the front line, he said. There is a general lack of air defense assets to cover a country like Ukraine, according to Lviv government. Maxim Kozytsky. Russia also struck the southern Zaporizhia region of Ukraine with ballistic missiles. Ukraine's air defenses have been reinforced with sophisticated weapons from its Western allies, increasing the success rate at knocking down incoming drones and missiles. Previously, a winter bombardment by Russia damaged Ukraine's power supply, though speedy repairs blunted that Kremlin effort. The latest aerial assaults behind Ukraine's front line coincided with the early stages of a Ukrainian counteroffensive, as it aims to dislodge the Kremlin's forces from territory they've occupied since a full-scale invasion in February 2022. The counteroffensive has come up against heavily mined terrain and reinforced defensive fortifications, according to Valery Zaluzhny, the commander-in-chief of Ukraine's armed forces. Russia has also mustered a large number of reserves, Zaluzhny said in a post accompanying a video of him visiting frontline positions with other senior officers. Heavy battles are taking place in eastern Ukraine, around Bakhmut, Lyman, Avdiivka and Marinka, the Ukrainian armed forces said. Russia shelled 15 cities and villages in the eastern Donetsk region, wounding 5 civilians, including 3 in Chasiv Yar near Bakhmut, according to Ukraine's presidential office. Ukraine's deputy defense minister, Hanna Maliar, reported Tuesday that in the south, Ukrainian soldiers are advancing in some places, but in others, the enemy is advancing. She cautioned against measuring progress in the counteroffensive solely by kilometers or the number of liberated settlements, without stipulating what criteria would be more accurate. Russia has relocated about 20,000 troops from the areas in the Kherson region after flooding from the recent Kakhovka Dam collapse made it impossible for Ukraine to conduct an offensive there, Ukrainian military analyst Roman Sveten said. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky reported late Tuesday in a video address that earlier in the day, in Kherson, Russian artillery shelling killed 1 flood rescuer and wounded several others. The flooding removed the need for the Kremlin's forces to protect about 300 kilometers, 180 miles, of the more than 1,000 kilometer, 680-mile front line, according to Sweden, and allowed Moscow to increase its military density in the Zaporizhia and Donetsk regions where intensive fighting is occurring. Russia had the means, motive and opportunity to breach the dam earlier this month while under Russian control, according to information obtained by the Associated Press.